You know what I love? I love taking a question that I have no idea how to answer. Like this one. Your greatest passion. How could I answer that? Ever possibly answer that? Um, my greatest passion is to see the spark in other people. Is to connect to what your passion is, to see what fuels your soul fire. And if mine can somehow be a part of that or inspire that in other people, that's that's the goal of my life. I mean, that's why I do it. That's why I come here, is to be passionate, not in a vacuum, but with other people who are passionate in their lives. Is kind of the roundabout answer to that question. Another one that I don't know how to answer. How do I find motivation? I just open the door. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. I mean, if I didn't have the blinds closed for lighting, I could look out my window and just be motivated by the fact that that tree is still working hard being there. But creativity, inspiration comes when I make time for it. And if I don't make time for it, I don't sleep so that it can come. And so the fact that an idea comes in makes me feel like I don't feel like they're mine and I create them and I own them. I feel like they come, not to get too kind of spiritual or whatever with people, but I feel like from the creative pool, ideas come forth through people and through different media. And, um, and because of that, I don't feel like I own my ideas as such. I feel like they come to me so that I will bring them into the world so that people can utilize them. If that makes any sense. Someone asked this a long time ago. Has your YouTube fame garnered, excellent word, you any acting or teaching work? YouTube fame. You're sweet. Walker! Rad. Um, yeah, absolutely. All the jobs that I've had since then have come from that. So I did a record with Jack White, Third Man Records, and that was because he saw 21 Accents. Amy, do you ever experience stage fright or writer's block? If you do, how do you deal with it? It's a great question for today because I don't know if you noticed, but it took a little while to get started today because of the technical issues for an hour. So, yeah, I usually have a little cauldron of nerves that are kind of boiling in there, simmering away. But what I do, I mean, I have different practices for grounding myself and for utilizing that energy. Um, I do what I call the revolving door of awareness, which means I I close certain thoughts. I like okay, if I'm in front of a house of people, you have to let in certain information like um, how are they receiving this? How am I being heard and all those things. And you register things like, oh, there was a Kleenex. Oh, this person is laughing or you register those things, but choosing not to think about them. Choosing not to let that affect it's like this being the eye of the storm. It's like you're aware of all those things, but you're not going to let it affect you. And you still utilize it, even though you are constantly adjusting. So I don't really get writer's block because I only write when I'm inspired, which is every day. But like when I was writing the film Connected, a blue jay, rad. See, inspiration is everywhere. When I was writing Connected, I would write the parts that I was inspired to write. I didn't necessarily write it in order. So if I was writing a scene and I didn't quite know what this person's name was yet, I would just put something in so that I could keep going with the flow. So maybe that hopefully answers your question. Can you please tell us what's the updates of your movie project? Thanks. Yes, very exciting week for Connected. We have secured the location. This house, this amazing house, it's called Jenny Farm. It's a historical house in Coopville, of all places, which is on the island I live on, Whidbey Island, which was my dream to do the film here and utilize the local artists and local community as we're utilizing the global community, because this, for anyone who's not aware, one of the exciting things about this film, Connected, is that it's being funded by and supported by small gifts from people all over the world. So for $1, you can get your name in the credits of the film at connectedfilm.com. And we're about to launch a little gifting thing where you can actually send credits to people as gifts, which I'm very excited about. But so the house. Oh, I have to tell you this story. It's the greatest story. The way I found this house is that the theme song I wrote for the film, We Are Connected, for the whole project. This means we are connected. And we're all going to sing along to that song in a minute. But I was singing it, I was asked to sing it for a Unitarian church service. And so I did, and this woman heard it and said, "Can you please sing it for my mother's 100th birthday? We're having a huge family reunion, and I'd love to have you come and sing it for her and for the family." So I go to this house. My film, Connected, is about the 80th birthday of the grandmother of the family, who are all coming together for a family reunion at the house that I'm going to film in, which is where their family reunion was happening when I was singing We Are Connected to the grandmother. Is that a complete trip? So that's how I found the house, and it happens to be perfect. And we just put the deposit on it because it's one that they rent out, and we had to book it a year in advance. So we'll be shooting next August. Yeah. And so it'll happen between now and then. I mean, it's happening now. But you can join in. I'm giving a TED Talk. This is a good enough time as any to do a little shout out that I'm giving a TED Talk in Phoenixville, just outside of Philadelphia, at the end of September, on the 24th of September. So on the 25th, on Sunday, we'll do our live Connect Up. We've been calling them rallies, but I think Connect Up is going to work for the film. So if you're interested in Connected, please put that on your calendar, the 25th. We don't quite have the date yet for that. But if you want to join the mailing list on connectedfilm.com, you will definitely get an update about that. So it'll be super fun.